First came the Antelope Audio Discrete 8 interface, which introduced the audio world to a new class of console-grade mic pre in a compact audio interface. Then came the Antelope Audio Discrete 8 Synergy Core, which was the first interface to feature Antelope's Synergy Core processing, a true blend of FPGA and ARM DSP processing to give us, the users, the best possible combination of power and speed for our effects processing, and the ultimate tracking and mixing experience. Antelope Audio now introduced the successor to the Discrete 8 line, the new Discrete 8 Pro Synergy Core. Discrete 8 Pro builds on what we already know and love about the Discrete 8, giving us up to 26 inputs and 32 outputs. We keep our 8 stunning sounding Class A 6 transistor console grade preamps, which give the interface its distinct, or should that be discrete, console sound that works so well for acoustic and electric instruments as well as voice. We keep the 8 DC coupled line level outputs over 25-pin D-sub, as well as all the other analog and digital connectivity we know, love and need from the previous generations. Discrete 8 Pro is a Thunderbolt 3 and USB 2 audio interface with super low latency drivers for both Mac and Windows, meaning no matter which side of the computer argument you come from, we've got you covered. Discrete 8 Pro keeps its familiar 1U brushed silver faceplate with 2 of the 8 XLR combo jack inputs, which also offer line level and high Z input for electronic instruments and guitars. We then have the 8 gain encoders for the inputs, the IPS display which gives real-time feedback on our input and output levels, along with the interface's status and its settings menus. We then have 3 navigation buttons and the main encoder to control the output level of our pairs of stereo outputs and the line level outputs. Talkback is next with its bright red anodized button and miniature built-in microphone, and finally we have the headphone volume encoders and the 2 stereo TRS 1/4-inch jack outputs. Around the back we have the other 6 XLR combo jacks for our mic pre and line level inputs, 2 reamp outputs for turning that guitar DI performance into something really special using a real guitar amp. These reamp outs can also be switched to be a second set of monitor outs in the control panel, so if you need to be able to control a second set of monitors, we've got you covered. We then find the balanced TRS mastering grade output jacks and the line outs over 25-pin D-sub. Discrete 8 Pro uses the latest generation of A to D and D to A converters, offering a class-leading 130 dB of digital to analog conversion on the main monitoring outputs. Above the D-sub we have the USB Type-B port and the Thunderbolt 3 socket for connection to your PC or Mac. Discrete 8 Pro is equipped with 2 sets of ADA optical ports for up to 16 inputs and 16 outputs over Toslink. Above the dual-use foot switch input we find a pair of SPDIF-IO, and finally next to the external power supply input we find a single word clock input and 3 BNC word clock outs to allow other devices to be enhanced by Antelope Audio's proprietary super stable 64-bit acoustically focused clocking technology, to allow you to truly hear your audio with no blurring of the stereo field. We have taken the simplicity of the original discrete control panel and merged this with features from the advanced control panel from the Orion and Galaxy ranges to give you everything you need for complex multi-routing solutions in an easy-to-use, fully configurable and customizable routing and control solution. Discrete 8 Pro features 4 software-controlled mixers that allow you to monitor through your Antelope Audio AFX via the 2 independent headphone amps, the line outputs, the pair of balanced monitor outs, or any of the other analog or digital outputs. Drag and drop your I/O to create custom routings for each input and output, You can then store these for later recall. One major benefit of using the matrix routing as opposed to the tab drop-downs is that it offers an alternative workflow, and you can route multiple channels at the same time. Just hold down Shift to select more of the same type of I/O, or hold down Command to make a discontiguous selection. The 16 AFX slots can be configured with up to 8 simultaneous effects to create your perfect recording or mixing signal chain, using the 37 included Synergy Core effects, and there are over 60 more available from the Antelope Audio online store. The new Antelope Audio Discrete 8 Pro is available now. For more information on Discrete 8 Pro or the full range of Antelope Audio hardware and software, check out antelopeaudio.com. For now, my name's James Ivy and I'll see you again very soon.